It's Goof Off Day, sorry.
I know it's Goof Off Day. You
It's
keep
National
doing that.
Goof Day.
Oh, is it?
It is. That's why I keep messing with him all day.
All she wants to do is dance and poke and pinch and all that
Okay,
stuff.
he started the poking.
Why don't
Sorry.
you do that to him?
I will, just in a second.
All right,
too cool.
Let's introduce him. The next segment might get you and the entire family hooked on science.
So we're bringing science education with our very own Jason Lindsey, who comes every week to let us know about the wonderful science experiments. Jason, what do we have today?
We're going to do soaring streamers and bouncing bubbles.
Bouncing bubbles. This makes
Have
me
you ever
nervous.
bounced a bubble?
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
I'll let you start by putting a glove on.
Cool.
Bubbles are interesting. We've been playing with bubbles all of our lives,
Yeah.
right? Let me show you, and then I'll give you this glove, Jim, for you to try it in just a few seconds. All I have here is a pipette that I cut the end off. Before we do any science, have an adult around, wear the appropriate safety gear, do not eat or drink your science experiments. This is just some bubble solution. You can use dish detergent and water. We're going to blow a bubble first. Then we're going to bounce it just like that. Oops.
Houseway.
Yeah, okay.
As you can
How?
see.
How are you bouncing it?
How are you
Every
doing
time
that?
I try that, they pop.
Because you're using your naked hand, and the oil on your hand destroys the bubble. It makes it weaker. So this glove protects the bubble and keeps it from popping, and you can bounce it all day. I'm going to pitch it to you, India. It's your turn.
I want it. But I
Goof Off Day.
I popped it. That's why I did that. I wanted to see it pop. So you're saying my hand is nasty, and
Everybody's hand. Gentle,
Yes,
gentle, gentle.
Jim. Oh!
What? She destroyed it, Jason.
She did. She hit it too hard.
I'm sorry.
Gently.
Again, why do you keep doing this?
I clearly want to fight.
You're so violent. Thanks,
I
Jason.
know.
Give it
There
to
you
me.
go.
Oh,
There's
look how
yours.
delicate
Here's
you're
yours.
being. Thank you.
Thank you, because she didn't deserve one after popping
So we're
those other two.
bouncing bubbles. Bubbles are filled full of air. There's a thin layer of a bubble solution and water that will eventually evaporate. The water will, and that's why your bubble will pop eventually.
Okay.
And if the bubble hits your naked hand that's covered in oil and dirt, then it will also destroy the bubble.
Interesting.
There's another
There
one.
you
Bounce.
go,
Who can
Jim.
do it the longest? Let's
Oh,
see.
Jim.
oh, that's totally me.
It's
I've got
Jim.
the golden touch over
Yeah,
here.
he
Here we go.
does,
Look at
because
this.
India does it a little too long.
So if you're just joining us, you need a cotton glove, some bubble solution, and a bubble wand, and you can
This is
bounce
so
a
fun.
bubble all day long. Look at that. That's
Oh,
pretty
man.
cool. Oh, India won. Look
I
at that.
won! Oh, Jim Caldwell!
Cheating. One more
There you
time,
go.
and then we got to
Okay.
move on to our next experiment.
Oh, I'm having so much fun.
I know.
You know, it is. It's. I don't know. There's something
Okay,
about
so-
it's relaxing.
My question is, Jason,
no.
is that why?
Oh, did you see
I
that?
made it bigger.
Wow. It merged into one
Let's see.
big bubble.
I was going to see if I could add.
Let's try yours.
Add
If
it.
will- oh,
Add it, Jim!
oh, you saved them. Oh, well, that one at least.
I don't want to play
So,
anymore.
is this also why, you know, when you do your tire, or not your tire, your car light, if you put your hands and the oils touch the light, it won't work? Is it some of the same?
When you say car light, do you mean like the light in the console or
Dude,
the?
I don't do
what are you-
cars.
what are you
know when
talking
you
about?
replace your light on the car, and your hand touches the
Oh, you're talking about
light?
like the light, like if you replace the turn signals.
Sure, whatever.
Sure. I mean, the light bulb could be fragile, and if you do have oily hands or whatever, it might weaken the glass. That could be. That's a good hypothesis. You're thinking like a scientist.
Ooh.
All right,
that.
let's blow some stuff around.
All
So
right.
this is India's hair dryer.
Got it. Got it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I love that.
Air
thing.
goes everywhere. You're going to hold that side, and you're going to hold this side. And what we're going to do is make something. I'll get right in the middle of you guys. We're going to make something fly through the air. It's called Bernoulli's principle. The faster the flow of air, the lower the pressure. So what's going to happen is a low pressure is going to form on top because it's a fast flow of air, high underneath, and it's going to pick it up and lift our streamers through the air. And we're going to make them go everywhere, all over the
What?
place.
Okay.
So is this going to be a mess?
So have you ever seen where maybe you two did this in high school? You TP'd someone's house?
No, I
So
never did
the
that.
most scientific way to TP someone's house and the fastest would be this way, not by
Okay.
throwing it.
Jason, you're right, it is. I mean, it's all over the camera. You can see it hanging there.
I love
Yes.
that.
So we were able to make the streamers fly through the air, as we created science on top of it. So put your toilet paper. Now it would have to be like I mean, you have to have one of those little lighters in your cigarette to plug in the leaf blower and just
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
down the road. And you
Oh,
can just
touche,
TP the whole
yeah.
neighborhood. I mean, there's some scientific way to do it.
I'm sure. Jason, didn't we use, a few years back, when before you worked here, when you were just doing the science tours with us, you used a leaf blower to make me float across the floor, remember?
I did, yes, and I have the video on my Facebook page. Basically, we put Jim on a big giant board, picked him up, and then scooted him
What?
across.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Picked you up?
Yeah.
I was lighter back
What are
then.
you saying, Dia?
I was lighter. Jason, we want more information. How do we find it?
HookedOnScience.org. But we accidentally crashed him into the wall, by the way.
What?
It did happen. It was,
I'm going to have to check this out.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.